Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Yeah, I cannot mess this episode up. I just had to do a take, and then the program froze, and I'm like, I don't feel like going through this all night. So, anyways, yeah, if I mess up, I really do not care. Okay, but anyways. Today's episode, I don't know whether I should talk about what I was originally going to talk about. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't do this. Let's see the ideas I wrote down. I actually got some skits. Dang, it's like I'm sitting here trying to turn through the pages, and my fan keeps like, hold my notebook like this, so I won't flip through the pages. But anyways, yeah, I wrote down some skits. For YouTube, I plan on working on. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna freestyle this whole podcast. That's what I'm gonna do. Dang it, I lost the page. Last page I was writing. Okay, there we go. No, I'm gonna freestyle this podcast. I don't even think that exists. I don't even think it's possible to free. Well, actually, no. That's what I'm gonna call it when I just start talking about random stuff. It's a freestyle podcast. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Welcome to another freestyle podcast episode. This episode, yeah, just a bunch of random stuff. But so I'm watching this YouTube video, right? And I got to thinking because. So anyway, all right, actually, let me just tell you guys about the YouTube video. So the guy goes to the beach. He finds these black cement 3 Jordans. All right, that's like the name of the Jordans and stuff. But anyways, he goes to the beach, finds them like all buried in the like sand and stuff. Gets them out, and he's like fixing them up, like remaking them and things. And I'm all like, why are a pair of Jordans just on the beach? Like, what's the reason for that? Like, I need to understand how those Jordans got there, because if I would have seen, like, I don't even care if it was Jordans. Like, the fact that I seen shoes on the beach would have gave me the illusion that this must have belonged to somebody and the shoes floated back to shore. Like, I'm trying to figure, like, they threw the shoes, like, or they was just like, I'm not gonna die with my shoes on, so I'm gonna take these shoes, throw them towards the shore or something, and that's how they got there. Like, I'm gonna think that these shoes belong to somebody. But in overall, like, I mean, I guess they do. But honestly, what I think these guys do is that they get these shoes. They already know they're going to make, like, a fat check off of this video, because these videos be getting, like, millions of views and stuff. But, yeah, like, they know they're going to get a fat check from the video. And so, yeah, they just go and they're all like, oh, I could go out and buy these shoes again and things, or just, like, reserve them for when the next time they come out. Because Jordan, if you guys don't really follow sneakers and Jordan that much, that man be releasing shoes left and right. So yeah, he can very well go out and get another pair of those shoes, either resale price or retail price, but most likely resale price, because I don't even think those Jordans got sold in stores. But the part that threw me off was that, so and maybe that could be a possibility, I don't know. But so he's cleaning the shoes, like, you know, like trying to get all the dirt and stuff off. And then there's these bugs that doesn't even look like they were touched at all by the sand. Clean looking bugs, but the shoes was just like covered in sand and mud, and you know, like it's like if you just watch the video, then you'll see. But I just didn't understand, like, how are the bugs like clean? Like, maybe, like, I don't know, like, they just, like, that's just how bugs are or something. But I'm like, overall, that's like the second time I ain't seen a video like that. I'm like, bro, if these guys are going out, getting these shoes, destroying them for a YouTube video, like, I would never, okay? Maybe if they were, like, if I were to do that with some shoes, it would probably be, like, my Converse or Vans. I'll probably do it with those. And then just like, I'll probably see like how durable the shoes are. Like, let's see how much damage they can take. I overall know how much damage shoes can take, because there are shoes I used to wear back in the day when I was in school. And yeah, them shoes took I remember I had these Air Forces, change colors by the like time I was done with them. There was some Converse that I had. Those was like all torn apart, making squeaky farting noises and stuff. I remember I had some Vans. They got really dirty. What else? Yeah, I overall know how dirty shoes can get and things. Like, I've had so many dirty shoes throughout my life. I'm like, I don't really understand why I will go out, and it's like, especially some like rare Jordans or something. You know, like, I would not, like, my infrared 6s. Oh no. Not the infrared 6s. I could not do that with them shoes. The time and dedication I like spent for those shoes, like the patience that I had, okay, for those shoes to get released. Like, I waited. I remember when those shoes was coming out, I waited, okay? I waited. And then woke up that morning when them shoes came out. Like, I felt like it was meant for me to have those infrared 6s. Because I don't even think if I wonder if I told this infrared 6 story. I was like, I went all the way up there, and they ran out of shoes, and the only size they had left was a size 10. I'm a size 10, so I'm like, yeah, it was meant for me to have them shoes. I'm like, I cannot get rid of those shoes. But what else? It was like, yeah, those videos, man, it's seriously, it's so weird. It's like, now I watch them and I'm like, it's just like those prank videos they used to come out back in YouTube. Hold on, I gotta take me a water break. Yep, Fiji water hits the spot. But anyways, no, like, back in the day, for those that wasn't like heavily active on YouTube and things, there's like a lot of fake prank videos on YouTube. Like, there'll be guys going up to other guys, call them the N-word, but turns out it's an actor and they wasn't even really mad and things. They just acted like they were mad. And then at some point in time in the video, it's kind of like a world star thing. Like, it was like a little catchphrase that was going off on videos, but there's like, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. And yeah, getting like chased down, then they're getting like socked and like beaten down and stuff. But yeah, there's those like people, they got exposed on that stuff. And yeah, I was like, man, there's like, why do that? I think the one that I seen, I was like, I think that guy, they say he was faking videos too. I think, wasn't it the FouseyTube YouTuber? I think his name was FouseyTube. But he did a video where he gave, and now them shoes are worth like $5,000. So if that homeless man still got those shoes, if the man was even homeless. But anyway, so no, to tell you guys the prank video. So the guy, so the YouTuber goes up to this homeless guy, gives him these limited edition sneakers, and they were the Kanye West. They were like the original like Nike Kanye West sneakers. And if you guys know, like, for those that don't follow sneakers, so Kanye is no longer with Nike, he's with Adidas, and the Nike shoes are worth like $5,000 and things. And so yeah, he gave him the Red Octobers, I believe that's the name of the shoes, and was overall seeing like what would people do if they seen a homeless man. So he was trying to do like one of those like public experiment things or something like that. And yeah, people was like walking, seeing the homeless guy grab the shoes, and then he come running up out the bushes about like, hey, them shoes ain't yours. I gave that homeless man that for a YouTube video and stuff. So yeah, overall, I'm like, but that's what I just didn't understand about that video was why would you give the homeless man the shoes and then record to see afterwards if anybody was gonna steal them? Like, you overall knew what you were doing. Like, you didn't even need to get the homeless man involved. You could have just got some really, really dirty blanket or something, just covered it over your face, and then when you seen somebody, like, grab the shoes, and then that's when you just take the covers off and like, hey, like, them ain't your shoes and stuff. And, you know, that's honestly, that's what I would have done. But I'm not going to get a homeless man involved in things. Like, if me, I'll just have, like, some makeup or something and just portray as a homeless person. But I just feel like getting a homeless person involved, like, they're confused and they don't know what's happening and things. Oh, like, oh, wait a minute, what? Like, I don't know what's happening and stuff. And so, anyways, I think that's what he did, though. I think he portrayed, or he got, like, some homeless guy. He might have portrayed as a homeless person. It's been years since I seen that video. I started thinking about it and stuff, and I'm like, I know the homeless man had to be confused. I'm like, did he might have portrayed as a homeless person. I don't know. But anyways, no, that FouseyTube guy, he was forever faking, like, videos and stuff on YouTube. I think there was one, I'd never forget that video. It was a FouseyTube video. I think I still got that video up too. But I was reacting to FouseyTube. This is when I was doing YouTube full time. But I was reacting to FouseyTube, and I hear these police sirens going off. So I thought it was the video. And then I'm like, nah, man, that's getting louder and louder. I know this can't be the video and stuff. I look over to my right, because at my right, there's like, I see down like the hallway of my house, and out this window, I see a cop car flying through the neighborhood. And so in the middle of the video, I got up, and I'm like getting ready to look. And as soon as I stood up, I maybe got like halfway down the hallway, see the cop car flying out my neighborhood. So it flew into my neighborhood, flew out the neighborhood. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what's happening right now, but that is the craziest thing ever. And the reason why, because I live in a cul-de-sac. And so, yeah, he overall thought that there was a way out. But I was like, nah, bruh. Like, you're gonna have to circle back. Now you done lost the guy. I'm like, that's the second time I done seen some, like, cops, like, doing some crazy stuff out here. I think there's the first time I remember I was hanging out with my friend. Actually, that wasn't even a cop. That was just that was a person, but he did get chased by some cops. But, no, me and my best friend Ryan, we were hanging out one day, and, I remember it was like, so they were doing construction underneath this bridge that we would drive under, and, this car just came, like, flying through and things, almost hit, Ryan's car, but he had, like, a big, giant SUV at the time, so I'm like, okay, you hit this car, you doing damage to yourself, like, yeah, we might get a little, like, hurt and things, but nah, you damaging yourself. So he goes, swerves, starts driving down the street. Then I look further up the street, see a cop on a bike circling back and things, gonna try to ambush the guy. And I'm like, man, why do people be driving crazy? Like, I swear, man, like, if y'all go to downtown Seattle, maybe it's like that in other places too, but downtown Seattle, the driving out there, it is out of this world. Like, people don't know how to drive. Like, I remember when I went to, like, down south, like, Louisiana, when people drive out there, they get out your way. They let you pass. They roll down their window, give you a whole cake. Like, all right, they might not do all that. But I'm just saying, like, people down south, I feel like people down south are some of the most chillest people and things. Like, down south, they got like alligators and snakes and all that wildlife. I try to stay away from that stuff. Like, they got like a city area down south. I might have to live out there. But anyways, but no, like, there's downtown, like, there's times like people that ran red lights, almost got hit by cars. The one girl that I don't even think I talked about that. I think the one that I was gonna talk about I already talked about. But no, oh wow, they're promoting like a Jimmy John's commercial. After all this stuff Jimmy John's just faced, like, I don't think anybody plans on eating at Jimmy John's anytime soon. I think I remember I got Jimmy Dean and Jimmy John's confused with each other. Like, why you gotta have both places named Jimmy? Like, man, there's another place that's like that too. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the drivers out in Seattle and stuff. No, but there was a time I remember I was walking into work, and this woman, I'm like, the thing went for me. It went for me to walk, all right? And I mean, yeah, I guess, like, the light was green and stuff, but it's green to go straight. Like, if you're going to turn, let the pedestrians go, then turn. I start walking out. This girl, seriously, like, cut in front of me with her car, started driving. Then she's, like, waving, like, oh, I'm sorry, and things. I'm like, don't be sorry. Just don't do stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Like, one of these days, though, I'm telling you, and I tell everybody this, I want a car to be going the right enough speed, okay? The right enough speed to where it's not going to hurt me, but it's going to, like, push me, and I'm going to flop. I'm going to do the best flop I can possibly do. I'm throwing my arms in the air, I'm falling all on that ground, and I'm screaming. Okay, I'm gonna throw on a show. Like, seriously, people, they need, like, I'm telling you, cars, like, did they be going the right enough speed? Like, you know it ain't gonna hurt you? Just bump into it and be all like, that car hit me. Get their license plate, everything. You getting paid, okay? But nah. I don't want to do that to people, but I'm like, man, people downtown, like, they need to know. They need to know. They're always doing stories about how people then got hit by some crazy car or a car that's not even paying attention to things. See people on their phones. I ain't seen, like, yeah, there's people, they just go crazy, man, downtown. I remember there was one lady, I'm like, I could have seriously jumped on her car. Like, good, like, just same situation. She just went and drove out in front of me and things. And I'm like, I could have jumped on her car. I seriously, the way I was feeling, I was like walking around, I was tired and stuff. Like, I could have seriously, if I had the energy to, run in full speed, get a good jump on her hood, and then just jump off. No, there was actually one guy, he did do that, though. He didn't jump, he walked. So, no, I'm on the bus, right? I'm on the bus, getting ready to, like, get on the freeway to head back down to where I live at and stuff. And so, I'm looking over, and this guy, and he's just walking, just, like, not missing a beat, nothing. Walks. This guy's car was like out in the sidewalk, because cars, they do that out in downtown Seattle. They like, when they stop at a red light, they like to stop at where the sidewalk like is at and stuff. So anyways, most people, they walk around the car. They might look at the guy and be all like, you know, there's a whole sidewalk here, like, how do you not see that? This guy, no joke, was walking, did not miss no beat, stepped on that man's car, stepped down, and continued on walking. He walked on the man's car. I'm like, bro, you are what the world needs. Not all heroes wear capes, but you, my friend, you are a hero. I don't know who that man was, but I'm telling you, if there's ever a day where I'm talking with somebody and it turns out to be that man, because I ain't really get a good look at his face, but if he just strikes up a conversation, we start talking about like cars and traffic and stuff, and he all like, oh, there's one time I walked on this red car, and I'm like, bro, were you in the Soto area, Seattle, when you did that? He was like, matter of fact, I was in the Soto area. I'm shaking his hand, okay? I am shaking his hand, and I'm like, sir, you are a kind sir, and I'm happy. I was on the bus and I seen you do that, okay? You, my friend, is like, you are a hero, alright? You need to understand that. But what else? Yeah, freaking cars, man. People be walking crazy too downtown. I be having like walking rage. It's like road rage, but I be mad. I get to cutting people off. I'm like, I just like people, and that's one thing I don't like is when I've been walking and somebody like they like to like walk in front of me or like walk where I'm walking to and stuff, thinking, I'm like, do you think you're gonna beat me? I'm like, as fast as I'm walking, okay, you really think you're gonna beat me into where you're going to and stuff? And I'm like, there's at this point now, I'm like, I'm about to just start bumping into people. They start doing crap like that, I'm not moving. So I'm like, you better move, because I'm not moving. If I bump into you, oh well, you shouldn't have walked out in front of me. You seen where I was walking. Now, if I see where they're walking, they were already walking in that pathway first, then I move out the way. But if I'm walking in that pathway and somebody, they're all like, they want to start walking in front of me and things, I might hit them with excuse me, and then that's about it. That's all you're getting from me and stuff. There was a time, though, at work, it was a customer too, all right? And I'm like, bro, if I get fired over this, like, I guess it'll be a good story. But anyways, so the guy, and I told my managers, they all laughed about it, because they were just like, that's some savage stuff right there. But so anyways, I'm good. And this guy, I already knew he didn't like me. It just with like prior events and stuff, like how this dude acted towards me. I'll be sitting there ringing him up, right? Be like, have a nice day. Nothing. I hate when people do stuff like that. Like, all right, well, Guess I wasn't saying anything. It's like, man, I'm like, bro, if you're gonna come in there with an attitude, don't just leave. Turn back around. He doesn't come in there anymore, thank God. But anyways, so we're at the elevators. I'm inside. I'm inside the building. It was early in the morning. I just showed up there and stuff, and he's there, and so he's waiting for an elevator. I walk and I start waiting for the elevator. So there were some other people that was there. He let them go in first, and he just starts walking really slow to get into the elevator. And I'm like, okay, why are you walking so slow? There was nobody. Everybody else all walked into the elevator. So now it's just him and me that's like out there waiting and things to get on the elevator. He's walking all slow, and the doors had started closing. So I forearmed him. I took my whole forearm and pushed into his back, and then just like walked in, stood there, and I felt like he was staring at me. I'm like, I dare him to say something, poke me, to bump my shoulder, do something where you're gonna be talking to me. I dare you to say something, bro. I promise you, okay? I'm going in. Like, I seriously, you don't, like, it's too early in the morning to be messing around with people, alright? Doing some stuff like that, I'm like, I'm not with that, okay? I'm not with that. If you have some issues with me, you're gonna have to sit down and talk to me about them, okay? But if you're gonna act like that, I'm like, nah. Because it's like, before that, I've never done anything to that man. I'm nothing but nice to the customers at my job. I don't give them attitude. I don't talk to them crazy. I'll always be saying, hey, how's your day going? And end it off with, you have a nice day. Have a good day. Have a good one. I'm overall cool. All right. I'm cool with everybody there. All right. Well, maybe like not cool to where we can bond, but I'm nice to everybody. And I'm like, including him. I'm nice to him. So I don't know what you got from me to where maybe you I just don't know. I don't know what I did to make this man upset. Maybe it was my hairstyle, maybe it was my glasses, maybe he seen me wearing some sneakers one day and was all like, oh man, I wanted those sneakers when they came out, now he has them. This youngster, I hate this kid. And so maybe it was the sneakers, I don't know. Maybe there's probably a day where he seen me wearing some Nike shoes and Adidas pants. And he was all like, oh, that's not allowed. Like, why would that man do that? I do that, too. I do that. I let people know. I almost did it today, but what did I wear? I wore some Jordans and some Adidas pants because I felt more comfortable doing that. But I almost wore these Nike Joyrides. Bro, them shoes slap. Like, if y'all don't have some Nike Joyrides, get you some Nike Joyrides. But I almost wore them with my Adidas pants. And I was just like, I should have done it. I should have done it because my feet, the Jordans I was wearing were comfortable, but them Nike Joyrides, bruh, them shoes hit differently. But anyways, yeah, that guy is just crazy. Like, there's some crazy ones downtown, man. Like, I recommend people. I seen this guy on Wheel of Fortune. He won a trip to Seattle, and I'm like, it ain't worth it, bro. It is not worth it. Like, you gonna come out here and actually get upset. Like, it is it is just not worth it and stuff. But anyways, what else can I talk about? I don't know. But anyways, I'm tired and it's time for me to sleep because I got work tomorrow. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. Oh, they're showing a Kevin Hart commercial. Prayers out to Kevin Hart, man. That's just sad what happened to him. He was got like a back injury. Got into a car accident and stuff, and I'm like, man, like seeing everybody like tributes to him, I was like, man, Kevin Hart's still alive, like he's still alive and things, but it's just like, that's just scary just seeing that. Like Kevin Hart, he's like one of my idols and stuff. Like I look up to that man. So yeah, I'm like, I like that Kevin Hart, like that probably would have took it wouldn't have taken me out, but I probably would have been a little sad. I've been a little sad if something would happen to Kevin, so I'm like, can't have that happen. Not Kevin, please, not anybody, okay, not anybody. But yeah, come on, we need to protect Kevin Hart at all times. All right, I know I am. I'll be Kevin Hart's personal security guard if I need to. But anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. So Thank you for watching this podcast. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you are viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing SeatGeek tickets, or if you're on SeatGeek purchasing tickets for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss to knock $20 off your first purchase. So, that being said, talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.